Okay, 1,500 feet, I am 4.5 miles north.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 5 Papa Delta is turning crosswind, left crosswind 431, Venice.
All right. So climbing ourselves right into the sunset. Well, fortunately I got a big cloud blocking the way, or it'd be very bright right now. Beautiful time of day though, gorgeous. Get about 45 degrees out from that. Keep it a tight pattern. I don't need to go too far out. Good when they're tight. If you're only 1,000 feet, it gives you plenty of option to get down and get to land. I did my check ride here, and I was turning the same route right here before I made this final turn. One sec.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 5 Papa Delta is turning left downwind for 31, Venice.
Okay. I can pull this back a little bit. At about 2,000 RPM, we're going to trim her out. You can feel her slow right down. Anyway, so this runway that's sitting right here that runs perpendicular here, 05 and 23, he cut me off around the bend as I came around that crosswind, and I had to glide back in with a quartering tailwind and do an emergency no power landing. That was the final big
Venice
thing I had.
traffic, Archer 4098, Quebec at 1,500 feet, 2.5 miles north of the airfield. I will fly over the center of the airfield at 1,500 and then descend to 1,000 feet for left downwind, runway 31, Venice traffic.
Okay, slowing it down a little bit. There we go. First notch of flaps coming in. Nose flap. There we go. Pitch the nose down. Make sure she stays down. She wants to kind of pop up on you. So we're looking for about a 45-degree angle off this the departure end or the runway here, or approach end if you like. I guess depends what you're doing, right? And nice descent here. Might pull back a little bit more. There we go. A little higher here than I want to be, but that's good. I'll burn that off here in a second.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 5 Papa Delta is turning left base for 31, Venice.
Venice traffic, Archer 4098, Quebec at 1,400 feet over the center of the airfield. I'm looking for the Skyhawk, and then I'll enter the left downwind. Venice traffic.
Good, good, good. Let's give her a little more juice here because I got a good altitude right here. Want to rest that descent a little bit. All right, we're going to turn. I want to turn and then drop my flaps here because I really don't need to go too crazy on this. I'm still at 75, so I can burn off a little bit of energy here. There goes my notch flaps.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 655 Papa Delta is turning final for runway 31, Venice.
All right, so
Venice traffic, I got the Skyhawk in sight. I'm entering a left downwind now for runway 31, Venice traffic.
Yeah, we have you in sight too, 5 Papa Delta.
So right now,
I've got a planned touch and go for the Archer 4090 Quebec. Just one touch and go, and then I'll depart north.
Yeah, I'll be doing the same thing, one touch and go and remain in the pattern, 5 Papa Delta.
Roger, thanks.
all right, so I'm at about 300 feet right here. I'm doing good. I got plenty of flap in right now. I'm good where I'm at. Not quite full. Don't really need it. I don't usually use 30 unless I'm really trying to drop in somewhere. And I got 5,000 feet here to play with, so that's not that big of a deal. Plus, I'm doing touch and go, so right now.
Venice traffic, Archer 4098, Quebec on the left downwind for runway 31, turning for left base downwind runway 31.
There you go. So again, right on the center line here, looks good. Little bit of a crosswind, not much. It's almost right. It's pretty much right down the runway here. So we're good. Runway's made, power's back. Good. Nose nice and straight. Let her settle in. Oop, there we go. All right, flaps up. There we go. Already got airspeed, so that's easy. Off we go.
Venice traffic, Archer 4098, Quebec, turning left final on runway 31, Venice traffic.
Touch the brakes. That one wasn't as good as the first one. I had a little bit of a just a drop in the last second there. I think my flare was a little over aggressive. Instead of just rounding it out and let her settle in, I kind of did this, burn some airspeed, and then she And she wants to drop in, right? Hazard alert. Yeah, gotcha. Yes. All right, almost 500 feet.
Venice traffic, Archer 4098, Quebec on short final runway 31, Venice traffic.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 5 Papa Delta is turning left crosswind for runway 31, Venice.
That sun coming out. You can't see it in the camera, unfortunately, but it's sitting right there. It's beautiful. It's in a cloud up there. I got a little ways to go yet, but it's end of the day here, so kind of a pretty time to do this. We're going to do one more of these, and then work our way back to Sarasota. There's my altitude. Pull her back a little bit. 23. We don't need to be running that hard there. There we go.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 5 Papa Delta is turning left downwind for 31 Venice.
Oh yeah, that water's lit up over there. Beautiful. So we're gonna run this here right at 1,000 feet. Flaps are, double check my flaps are up. Gonna trim her out there. I'm gonna get her about 2,000 RPM because really she holds nicely. You trim it out right there.
Venice traffic, Archer 4098, Quebec on the upwind, runway 31. We'll be turning left for a northbound departure.
Have a good flight.
Thanks, Skyhawk, you too.
All right, so trim her out right here like this is good. We'll pull her back to about 2,000 RPM, get my airspeed down. Let it decrease here, start to bring it down to about 1,700. Or so, let the nose drop.
Traffic, Archer 4098, Quebec on the upwind, passing through 600 feet. We'll be departing the pattern northbound. This is my last transmission, Venice traffic.
All right, first notch of flaps are in. Looking for my 45, running nice and parallel to the runway. Yeah, this DG isn't working worth the crap on this plane.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 5 Papa Delta is turning left base for 31 Venice.
Wow, this shore down here is beautiful. I don't know if you can see it or not in the angle, but it's just beautiful watching the waves kind of kick up and do their thing. So we're getting perpendicular runway again, so let's keep an eye on that a little bit. I'm still sitting at about 10 degrees flaps. 700 feet, so it's good. Our descent's good. I'm going to continue this line right here. This is pretty good right where I'm at. 300-400 feet drop is steady from this thing. Right on the money. Okay. I'm going to do a nice easy rounded turn in here. No reason to crank it hard. Do a hard 90. It's just not necessary. A little bit of juice right here. I can feel the sink rate picking up. 500 feet, that's good.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 5 Papa Delta is on a final for 31 Venice.
All right, let's see if we make this one a little more attractive. We're going to go ahead and...
That's traffic, Skyhawk 457, that's inbound for 23 to enter downwind 31 Venice.
Venice traffic, Skyhawk 5 Papa Delta is on a short final for 31 Venice.
All right, we got a little altitude here. We see we're at 250. I'm a little high, but I'm starting to come into it, so we're good. We're going to keep it right there. Trim this up just